Okay, so this is part 2 of my MEPS experience. In the first part, I talked about the medical part of it, the hard stuff, and now I'm going to talk about career picking, and getting my contract signed and swearing in. So here we go. So after I got my physical done, I had all the stations cleared. I went to see the chief medical director there, and he looked at all of my stuff and decided if I was fit for the Navy, and looked at all of that. The only thing that was questionable is I have like a mole on my leg, and the doctor questioned it, but the chief, he didn't care at all. He said a mole is nothing. If it were like a scar or something, it would be more important, but it didn't matter at all. He said, "Welcome to the Navy," and I was qualified, and I was so excited. I walked out of there feeling like a champion, and so I had my paper, had the signatures that I needed, went back to Station 1. You have to give them all of your stuff. She has to process it, and then I went to my service and waited to be called to pick my job. And so you go down there, and I gave them the paper that I need to give them, and talked to a guy right off the bat, and he gave me a paper that said, "Why are you joining the Navy?" You know, just like you have to fill it out. What jobs am I interested in? And for me, I've researched this for years. I have looked at all the jobs possible. I narrowed it down to 2 jobs. My 2 jobs were intelligence specialist and gunner's mate. Now, those are 2 completely different jobs, completely different categories, but I decided, I want to do something adventurous, like gunner's mate, but I also want to do something that's going to benefit me in the future, like intelligence specialist. So, whichever one I was going to get, I was going to be happy with, because those are 2 completely different things, but I had it in my head that God was going to guide my steps, and I gave him 2 choices, so whichever one was going to be available was the one that I was going to choose. And so I put those 2 down, and I gave them to the guy, and he said, "Okay, well, we'll call you back down, listen for your name, you can go eat lunch. When we call you back, you can pick your job." And I said, "Okay." He can't guarantee that any of these jobs are available. That'll be for my job liaison, who I was going to talk to after lunch. Okay, so I went upstairs to the cafeteria. I had a turkey sandwich, chips. I was so excited. I am so hungry. It was about 2 o'clock, so I hadn't eaten since like 3:45 in the morning, so I was so hungry. You love that turkey sandwich when you eat it. It's amazing. People were really nice. I got to sit with some new people, got to meet them. Called my parents, make sure that they were on their way there. And then I heard my name, so I perked up, and I threw my stuff away, and I went down there and talked to my job liaison. He was so nice. I don't know if any other branch is this nice. Everyone was so nice. Like, I had the best day, and my job liaison was really cool, and he said, and I was kind of nervous, because either one of my jobs couldn't have been available, but he said, "Okay, gunner's mate, I couldn't get for you. It wasn't available, but intelligence specialist, I can get you right now a job." And I said, "Wait." I freaked out. I was really nervous. I wanted to make sure. I'm about to sign a contract for 4 to 6 years. I want to make sure this is what I want to do. So I asked him questions about it. He will answer every question you have. Do not hesitate. He was super nice. I looked at other jobs too, and I just decided, I gave the 2 choices, and they were my top 2 choices, and intelligence specialist came up. I'm going to pick it. So I picked that. I'm so excited. I signed a lot of papers, verified my social again. He printed out some papers for me for information. And then started looking at my contract. I'm active duty for 6 years, and I am reserve or standby for 2 years. So in total, I'm 8 years, and active duty, my ship out date is August 3rd, and I will be going to Dam Neck, Virginia for my A school and C school, and I cannot be any more excited. Like, I was so pumped. So after I got all that information, I had to go down upstairs to wait for them to process all my information. And for my job, it's Intel, so I had to do a background check and a security clearance, which took about 2 hours. They checked everything. They checked my medical background, financial background, crime background, my family's background, my family's crime background, everything. That took 2 hours. I was waiting there forever. And then I got called back down there. I got my paperwork. Everything was cleared. And so I had to go upstairs and give them all my paperwork, and then waited another 30 minutes for a lady to call me into another area, and I looked over my contract, and I signed with my fingerprint. So that was done. I had to answer some questions, a little bit more in-depth questions, made sure everything was good there. Then I got my fingerprints taken, my entire hand, my fingerprints were taken for the FBI, things like that. It was pretty cool. It felt really, pretty cool. And got all of that sent in, and then she said, okay, welcome to the service, contract signed, everything's good, you were cleared, welcome to the Navy. And I said, thank you so much. And she goes, go sit down and wait for your swear-in. So I gave papers to my service one more time, gave them the final say-so, and then I went upstairs and waited to swear in. And I was the last group to swear in. And before you swear in, you have to go into a room, and they talk to you about lying again. And they talked about if you went AWOL, if you didn't go to your duty point, what the consequences were, things like that. You have to sign that. You have to give it to him. You have to give it to him. And then you have to take another picture for your military ID, and you have to verify your social again, and then, and then you went into the swear room, and I was so thankful that my parents were there. I'm so blessed to have them. They were there. They took a video of it, and then after we swore in, we got papers verifying that we swore in, all this stuff. So we had to go back down to my service, had to give that to them. Signed some more papers, signed papers all day, verified my social again. They gave me a couple papers to give to my recruiter next time I saw him, and then I got to take another picture with with the guy that swore me in, with my parents, and then we were done. So I was one of the last people to leave the MEPS Center. Just because of my job, the clearance took so long. I probably could have gotten out of there 2-3 hours earlier, but it was well worth it. The security clearance was well worth it because I got the job I wanted. So I was super excited. All in all, great day. I am meeting with my recruiter for my 72-hour meeting after I enlist tomorrow, and we'll go from there. I'm going to upload some more videos about my meetings with them and more information. Thank you guys.